Okay, say hi.
Hi.
So, do you like The Walking Dead?
What do you think? Yes, I said it.
Okay, who's your favorite character?
Daryl.
Daryl, he sucks.
Shut up. Abraham sucks.
I'm gonna kill you. Hey, what's up guys? Spencer Rhodes here, and this is my review of the McFarlane 5-inch Glenn and Negan 2-pack. These figures are new, they've been out for about a month. I got them a few weeks ago. Now, I want to give a small disclaimer. Technically, I've opened the figures. I don't have the box anymore, I have the packaging inside the box. I took the figures out, so I already took Glenn and Negan out, because I just didn't think about it. I didn't think about making a review. I did not think about it. I apologize. But I have the inside packaging and most of the accessories have not been taken out. So I still get to take the accessories out. I put all the stuff back in the packaging. I don't have the box anymore, but it's all in the packaging. So you will see what it looks like in the packaging. So if that's okay with you, yeah, don't get too mad. Sorry, I just, I got excited and I took the figures out. I didn't think about it. But yes, anyway, let's get to it. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. I don't have the box anymore, and I took the figures out, I took the bat out, but it's mostly intact. So here's a good look of what you will get when you take the figures, the whole thing out of the box. There's the knife, the gun. There's a lot of accessories. This is a pretty good 2-pack. It's for $40, you pretty much feel like you get your money's worth. The figures are usually $15 each, but, considering you get all the accessories and the stand, that you feel like you're getting your money's worth. It's definitely a unique 2-pack. They definitely worked hard on it. It's very detailed. Here's a close-up of Glenn. And here's Negan. The bat's usually right here. And no, I am not taking the bat out of the hand because the bat was a pain in the ass to put in the hand. I can go ahead and tell you that right now. What you need to do if you don't want to break anything or chip the paint off anything is when you put the bat in the hand, first you pull the Ronnie Hayes trick, because this is what Ronnie Hayes does. You put the hand in hot water for about a minute, 2 minutes, and then it'll make the hand looser, and you open the fingers up right here, and you put the bat in it. Okay, so here is Negan, and as you can see, the likeness is really good for a 5-inch figure. I know some people are unhappy with the likeness, but I think it's good. It's kind of simplistic, but sometimes the 5-inch figures are simplistic, and they still look like the actors. I think this looks like the actor. The beard is really good. I like the paint. It's really well designed. The shit-eating grin, it's all there. The hair, the whatever that is, his undershirt thing, it's really well detailed. The coat, that Jeffrey Dean Morgan should have been a lot bigger before he wore this. He is supposed to be a lot bigger, but the actor didn't have time to put on the weight. But yeah, this is definitely a very accurate representation of how he looks in the show. The articulation is really good. The belt, the 2 belts, the pants are really good. The boots are really good. The blood splatter is really nice. I don't know why I keep stuttering today. I'm sorry, but the blood splatter is really detailed. Everything is really, really detailed. Very good scan. I don't know if they scanned them or not. Some people are saying this actually looks better than a 7-inch figure that just came out like a few months prior, like a couple of months prior. Here's the bat. It's really detailed. It looks just like the show. Once you get the bat in his glove, it's really sturdy and it'll stay in. You can have him swing a little bit. Holy shit! Who wants to play baseball? I've been practicing my swing. But yeah, very good figure. I'm guessing, I don't know for sure, but I am guessing all of his accessories are on his side, and all of Glenn's accessories are on his side. So there's the pistol, gun, watch for Glenn, and then I don't know about the knife. The gun, glove, bat for Negan. I'm going to go ahead and tell you I'm not even going to try to put this thing in the hand. I don't want to break the figure. Maybe if I had more money, I'll buy doubles and I'll fuck around with the other figure. But right now I'm just going to leave him as is. But the gun looks really cool. I think it's the one he used in the first episode of Season 7 where Rick is about to get swarmed by walkers and Negan guns the walkers down. I think this is the gun he uses. So it's cool that they added that. I don't think I've seen this gun before in the 5-inch line. So it's a new gun. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yes, it's very detailed. Very good. Here's the pistol. Average pistol. Pretty cool. Pretty detailed. A little bit of paint scruff to make it look more detailed. Pretty cool pistol. Okay, there's this, which is his glove. It's for the same hand. It's just a slightly different pose to it. His finger is more lifted up here to hold the bat. So I'm guessing it's still positioned for you to put the bat in it. And it's still like the same really tight hole that you have to put the bat in. Yeah, I know, really tight hole. Yeah, shut up. But you still have to do the same thing, put it in hot water for a couple of minutes, and then open the hand up a little bit. It'll be a little easier to open up, and then you put the bat in it. But that basically his thumb and, well, the thumb is in the same place, pretty much. You see? It's his finger that's a little more lifted up to hold the bat a little better in this hand. But I guess if you want him to hold the bat with this hand, you can do that. I'm guessing it's both hands are for the bat because it's the same position for the hand. The bat is definitely meant to be in this hand. You see? If it was just a normal hand, it'd look normal. He wouldn't be squeezed like this. He'd be like holding a tight fist, but this is definitely for the bat. So both hands are for the bat. I prefer this one. This is the one he has when you open the box. Next up, we have fan favorite Glenn. Rest in peace, Glenn. You will be missed. But yes, the figure is really detailed. I don't know what that is. That must be something from the show. But the shirt, oh my god, it looks like it's real. The shirt looks like it's real. Look at that. It's very detailed. Very detailed. Very good. Like, look, that looks so good. That blood splatter, it looks so good. Just this whole figure looks really good. The likeness, it looks like Stephen Yeun. It's perfect. I think his hair was a little longer. I don't know. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. I'm not a big fan of the blood splatter. I kind of just he never really had it like this in the show. Even when he was getting his head bashed in, it never really looked like this. They just did it for the figure. I wish they made a face that had no blood splatter on it. It's just a personal thing. I'm sure no one agrees with me. It's just a me thing. I feel like if you take pictures of these figures, you try to reenact scenes. Like this, the blood splatter kind of takes away from the moment. Because he wore this blue shirt for a couple of episodes, I think, and but the blood splatter kind of just takes it out of the moment. But that's just me. I'm sure no one agrees with me. I'm sure I'm just ranting. I just wish they had the option of getting a head with no blood on it. Because it's a really good Glenn figure, and I just wish that there was no blood on his face. I wish there was the option of getting one without the blood. Because the figures tend to do that, the Skybound figures, not the McFarlane, but they will have figures that are bloody, figures that are not bloody. These are pretty much just the bloody, that's it. But this is the second 5-inch McFarlane Glenn figure we've gotten. The first one was Series 4, I believe, or Series 5. But that one was pretty long ago. It was like 3 or 4 years ago, and that was Season 3 Glenn when he had just a little bit of fuzz, depending on which figure you got. That little fuzz he got in Season 3, that little 5 o'clock shadow or whatever. But now we've got a Glenn with the full goatee, longer hair, and yeah, I still wish that we got a season 1 Glenn with the baseball cap and everything, but at this point people would just cry, so they kind of missed that window. I mean, this figure probably made some people cry, but there's still a lot of people that are like, oh, so badass, Glenn and Negan. And McFarlane originally, I just heard this it's a rumor, but they originally said that they wanted the bashed-in Glenn head with the set, but like with all the controversy with AMC and people complaining about the gore, they didn't want to make it. I kind of wish they did. It would have been really fucking cool to get the bashed-in Glenn head, but you know. Anyway, this figure is really posable. You can move almost all of his joints, a lot of articulation. It's kind of stiff at first, so you might have to get used to it, but he can definitely do the thing where he's on his knees from the show, so you can do that. I'm having a little bit of trouble with this leg, lifting it up right here. I can do it with this leg, see? But with this leg, it's not wanting to do it. I'm not sure if it will do it, or if it'll break if I try too hard, so I'm going to leave it alone. But yeah, just so you know, this leg does this. I'm not sure about this one. You might have to check out someone else's figure to see if they got it to work, but I don't want to risk breaking it. But yeah, a lot of articulation. The later McFarlane figures have more articulation with the legs than the older ones do, and this one's no exception. With the shirt, you can't really move his waist or anything. You can't move that, so the shirt kind of limits the articulation a little bit. You can't move his waist or anything. But it's worth it because it's really detailed, The articulation is really good. It's overall a really good figure. Okay, here is Glenn's pocket watch. It's really detailed, I don't know if you can tell, but you can almost read the numbers on it. It looks really good. But yeah, that's pretty good. There you go. See, you can see like all 12 numbers. It's really detailed. But yeah. Okay, so I've got Glenn in full battle mode with all of his weapons on him. This is his knife. The knife really fit in his hand, like surprisingly. It looks pretty good. It's pretty sturdy. The pistol slides into the holster really well. With the machine gun, and I tried the pistol too, both guns had a hard time getting into this hand, so you might want to do the Ronnie Hayes trick and put the hand in hot water. You can put the guns in his hand if you force them in, but it might tear some of the paint off. I don't know. But yes, this is him with all of his guns. They look pretty good, pretty sturdy. Overall, the weapons fit in his hands. They fit in the places they're supposed to go in. And you can mix it up, do whatever. I'm guessing the holster is for the pistol. Last but certainly not least, we have the stand. This stand looks really good. Like, this reminds me of the beginning of Beetlejuice, where you see that whole thing and you can't tell if it's real or not. Like, I just want to do this and play music in the background. It's really fucking detailed. A bunch of rocks. It looks really fucking good. I wish that they had it to where you could get a bunch of these and then connect them, but I don't think you can do that because there's this side and then there's this side, and there's no real way to connect them. I don't know. Maybe someone has tried it. I don't think you can connect them, but it's really detailed. It looks awesome. And right here, where'd it go? Oh, it looks like a rock. Right here is the peg where you can put both figures on, but there's only one of them, so you can only put one at a time on. All of the figures' feet have these holes in them for the pegs. Both feet on Glenn and both feet on Negan have them, so you can use all the feet. Okay, so I have some bad news. The peg is really thick, and Negan's foot is not going to fit on the peg. I know people wanted me to put the Negan on it and have Glenn on his knees, but the peg is too big. I'm not going to tear up the plastic on Negan's boot, so yes. Yeah, I tried Glenn too, and I can't seem to get any of the feet to get on the peg. The peg is way too big. So, everyone, when you open this stuff out, or take the stuff out, and you try to put the figures on the peg, be careful because I think the peg is way too big. Yeah, that's the best I can do. It's like he's ice skating. Okay, so the good news is the figures stand on the stand pretty well. The peg does not work. At least with my figures, the peg does not fucking work. So that's kind of a disappointment. But they still look good on the stand. They stand on the stand pretty okay. So yeah, the peg sucks. I mean, if the peg was gonna suck, I would have just not put the peg on there at all. It's just, you know, you'll have to decide what to do. You might want to like force the feet on the peg. I don't know. But yeah, the peg is way too big on my figures. But yeah, there you go. That is my review of Glenn and Negan. Overall, I think it's really well made. The figures are awesome. I'm glad McFarlane is still making these 5-inch figures, and I hope they continue to do so. I have to give it a 9 out of 10. I had to take a point off because of the peg. The peg was atrocious. I can't imagine anyone putting those figures on that peg. But maybe it's just my set. I don't know. But the articulation, the detail, just the likeness, the accessories, the fact that there's a stand in the first place, the fact that the stand looks so good, minus the peg, it's worth your money. If you can get this online for 40 bucks, I think you can get them on eBay for 40 bucks, free shipping. That's what I did. So if you want these figures, I suggest try eBay. You might find them cheaper somewhere else, but I would hurry up and buy them. They might go up in value, they might go down in value, I don't know. But for 40 bucks, that's fine anyway. The figures are worth the money. They're really good. You know, a lot of people like Glenn and Negan. These are two popular characters, and it's really well done. Anyway, that's my review. What did you guys think of these figures? Feel free to tell me, and please like and subscribe. Okay, bye.